Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Welcome to the show this morning. We switched out our mic, so as you can see, so hopefully this works just a little bit better for us. Good morning, Mrs. Loopy. I hope you're having a great day today. Guys, our discussion this morning is about how Bitcoin's going to $1 million and then it's going to about zero. And I'm going to cover it right now. We're going to talk very kindly to people. I don't want people to be turned off by this. Of course, the Bitcoin maxis are going to be turned off. That's inevitable. There's no way we'll avoid that with this episode. Tap like and subscribe. I'm not a financial advisor. This is never for financial advice. When people find out what's going on, this episode's going to upset a lot of folks, guys, by the way. The truth is not so concerned about feelings. Bitcoin is not a store of value. I apologize. I'm very sorry about that. Okay. Not by the standards of economics. Okay. Not by the standards of institutions, economic institutions across this planet. Not by history either. Let's define store of value. Okay. According to major schools of economics, a store of value must meet criteria. Certain criteria, 4 of them: durability, scarcity, stability, and utility. Is that a little bit better with the mic? Yes. Yes. Credible issuer and backing at least, possibly 4 out of 5, you fail Bitcoin. Bitcoin is widely volatile. Volatility, of course, destroys store value, period. That's the first thing. It's not my opinion. That is Wharton School of Business talking. That is IMF logic. That is central bank logic. A store of value preserves purchasing power. Bitcoin destroys it cyclically. Second, utility, amongst other ways that it does it. Second, Bitcoin has no native economic use. It does not settle systems. It doesn't. It can, but it doesn't. It does not clear markets. It does in such a small scale. It's ridiculous. It does not optimize capital flows. It just sits. Okay. Third, credible backing. Bitcoin has no issuer, no liability, no redemption, no legal framework. This matters. No issuer to go back to. Gold has history. Fiat has at least states to go to, or a country. Energy has demand for it. Bitcoin has belief, and Bitcoin has demand for it as well. Belief is just not enough, though. Speculation. You can't use it for anything. You don't use it for anything. You can, but you don't. Let me speak clearly, okay? It tethered the entire crypto market, of course, to Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin moves, everything moves, and we see this. This is not organic. This is large whales controlling the crypto market. Bitcoin is used as a lever, not money. Watch and pay attention as you start to learn this stuff, okay? Now, let's hear this carefully. I'm sorry if I'm hurting feelings. Okay. Bitcoin can go to $1 million. Good morning, Lodge, and good morning, Midwest. It can go to $1 million. Yeah. Narratives can make it do that. But after price discovery kicks in, after the reality of it all kicks in, after price discovery, at least this next time, watch what happens next time Bitcoin. It's going to run again, and it's going to go sideways again. It's going to run again, and at a certain point, it's just going to drop. And everybody's going to go, what happened to it? Might not need to wait too long. I think we already saw it. Okay, so we're going to get into it more in the episode. So another batch of these files came out. These emails came out, which is all I will say on the channel because I don't want to even talk about it. It's so silly to me. Okay. I'm going to get to comments. I want you guys to tell me what you think about Bitcoin because I say it time and time again. And today I focused an episode on the truth, which is Bitcoin will go to $1 million and then it'll go to zero. And I'll explain to you why and how. I'm going to show you more, and more keeps coming out. We got a couple of folks that agree. Moving forward, Ministries agrees. Right on, brother. Thank you for chiming in this morning. Welcome to Crypto Info. And good morning, Crypto Midwest. And good morning, Lodge. And good morning, Mrs. Loopy, to the channel this morning. By the way, Bitcoin, and by the way, we want to be kind about this too, as we always are on the channel. I don't want to be rough. I want to be gentle. Seriously, I want to be gentle and loving. Okay. We don't want to be wet dish rags either. Okay. We don't want to be whipped around by a crypto market and seeing the truth about what some not so nice, not so good people can be doing. We won't mention names on the channel. We know what we're talking about with these emails that came out. So showing that early Bitcoin developers being I don't know. I want to say this correctly or properly. All but supported, I suppose. And this is coming from information that I just got from a YouTube video that was covering the latest emails that came out, showing the connection and also connection to, I don't even want to actually say the name of that institution, that very widely known academic institution somewhere in the northeastern portion of the United States. Let's play a fun little game above Connecticut, let's say. Yeah. Anyway, visited there multiple times, and they hid his identity, meaning this real bad guy that now no longer is with us here. You know who I'm talking about. They hid his identity and connected to Bitcoin, and this is what Pena was talking about. In my opinion, and other people's opinion, this is what Dan Pena was talking about. That's who is the early supporter and pusher and coordinating. It looks now to be coordinating pieces. I think Bitcoin was already created, but coordinating, I guess, the leveraging of and coming in to save Bitcoin also. Again, information from the video, but that this academic institution that resides above Connecticut in the Northeast. Well, its digital currency initiative stepped in 2015 and saved the Bitcoin Foundation's ass. It was about to go bankrupt, and it got saved by this anyway, you put the rest of the pieces together. That's the information supposedly that's in this email. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's supposedly. And by the way, don't quote me on this stuff. I'm getting this information. May or may not be true. I'm getting it from a website. But anyway, very interesting. Let me get to some comments. But because, by the way, I have more on Bitcoin, and we're going to get to some visual stuff on this as well on Bitcoin. Not being, let's just say, a store of value. Rero, welcome in. All right, let's go ahead and get to it. I hope people are laughing. This is so funny. This cracks me up, man. This whole thing, just the whole thing. All right, look at the big crypto market. That's what cracks me up. It's at 2.57 trill. It's about to be at frickin' 9 to 12 trill, if anybody knows anything about crypto. Anyway, I've been doing this for quite some time. I do know a lot about crypto. And you know what I know a lot about as well? The truth. I'm not one of those individuals who follows the crowd, and I'm not one of those wackos with a tinfoil hat, although I do have one. No, I don't have one, but I should make one. Because I want to have one. I want to come out here with a tinfoil hat and a literal crystal ball. Because everybody's like, "Oh, I got a tinfoil hat," and nobody's got a crystal ball. Well, yes, I do, and I got a crystal ball and a tinfoil hat. And I'm going to put them on. Saying that without ego. Anyway, trying to have fun here on the channel. I'm not a financial advisor. Never buy or sell anything is what I say or do, because that would be foolhardy. You have got to consult your RIA, your registered investment advisor. That's that lovely little chap that comes and sits at your kitchen table, or gal, talks to you about what you can do with your 401k and stuff. How's that working out? How's the 401k working out for everybody? Yeah, it's about to go down about 40%, everybody's 401k on average. That's my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Never buy or sell anything is what I say or do. Crypto is very risky. You can lose your socks, your shorts, your pants, your glasses, everything in crypto. I am simply here as an entertainer and a talking head. Only. Yes, that pause was purposeful. I hope we're all seeing that the crypto market's a frickin' joke, and I laugh my ass off every day about it. I think that's the only swear I'm allowed to say, and not be offensive and not cause problems to studio. By the way, studio, can I have some more coffee, please? Having studios like having Genie. Remember Genie? You remember the show Genie, where he's like, "Hey, Genie, coffee." And she's like, yes, master. She didn't say it like that. Oh, wow. I got a new mic and I put my coffee cup down and it felt like we were inside a 9,000-gallon drum oil container that was empty and we were in the bottom of it. And somebody tapped it with a hammer. Anyway, having a blast here on the channel. Hope you are too. If you're not smiling and laughing your ass off about the crypto market, then you don't know how to do this stuff and you need to get your ass off the Oregon Trail, okay? Not everybody's meant to travel the Oregon Trail. It takes cojones. It takes gonads. It takes intelligence. It does take courage for sure. Yes, it does. Oh, does it take courage? You talk to me if you've been in crypto space for more than just a few years. Yeah, a lot of people want to jump into crypto with $2,000 and think that they're going to get rich in a couple months. And then when they don't, they're like, oh my gosh, I need that money to put in my gas tank. Nah. I'm not a financial advisor. It's not the way crypto investing or any investing works. You take money that you could literally take and burn in a bonfire because you have to watch it go down like 60, 70% over time or whatever, right? And then you want to, of course, dollar cost average and be always doubling down every paycheck or so. Just have it set up where it's always doing for you and buying whether it's up or down, it doesn't matter. You know it's going way higher than the highest point you'd bought it, last Friday with your paycheck or whatever. You know what I mean? So you dollar cost average, you DCA for sure, and you buy them dips. Oh, yeah. And if you don't, then you don't. You know what I mean? But that's financial investing, and that's how people do it. That is never financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Never buy or sell anything is what I say or do. Just because I lay out principles like that, I mean, that's the same. Well, all I'm saying is the same thing as going down the end cap of Walmart when you see the thing, the big, huge yellow thing that says now whatever, and it's like, holy crap, that lawnmower's half. It was like $900 just a week ago, and now because we're going to winter or whatever, it's like $450. Yeah, I'm buying that lawnmower now. See what I mean? Now, why don't people want to buy stocks and crypto on sale? Because here's why. Because nobody says this out loud. I say the things that people don't say out loud. I try to be kind of like, who's that guy? Curb Your Enthusiasm? Seinfeld? Talking about the everyday stuff? Pulling the money out of the tip jar? Because you didn't think the person behind the thing saw you put it in there? And you yanked the money out of the tip jar? And then they see you take it out. You stole from tip jar! No, I didn't think you saw me put it in there. You know what I mean? Anyway, I hope you're having fun here on Crypto Info Blockchain Medias. You're the host, Frank, Crypto Tank, trying to be as entertaining as possible, but not as a financial advisor, strictly as an entertainer, an information giver, and educator. On that note, please tap in a couple of weeks to the Patreon because we're going to charge, I think, $10 a month. Which is, don't worry, I know that's $120 a year, so $240 for 2 years. I know, my math wasn't so good yesterday. I know, thank you for correcting me. Anyway, the wife says the dumbest smart guy I've ever met. Cardano's at 29 cents. Watch, because I'm probably not sharing the screen, right? I'm not sharing the screen. What a knucklehead. I was trying to show you the market. See what I mean? Anyway, Cardano's at 29 cents. You're about to move that decimal spot over one. Thank you, Jeannie. One spot, please. Decimal. Oh, thank you so much. I love you. Oh, boy. I got the best Jeannie ever. Let's see. Chainlink is at $9.50. What? Wait, hang on. Yep. When I put the coffee down, we're in a 9,000 gallon drum oil container standing at the bottom of it. What the hell's going on with Chainlink now? What are you talking about, Chainlink? Look at, where's the all-time high on Chainlink? According to CoinMarketCap, $52.88. Okay. Whoa. Holy crap. Guys, we'll get into don't forget about Caleb Brown, because some people are going to be locked out on exchanges and so on and so forth. You might want to connect with a crypto broker. They now have U.S. offices. Crypto exchanges are different from a crypto broker. See, on a crypto broker, if you establish the connection with your bank ahead of time and so on and so forth, and it's like a $2,000 cash out with Caleb into your bank account, which can be an aggregate of multiple projects. And you got, never financial advice, this is education. And you got to clear it with your bank manager. Make sure you have a track set back and forth. Well, if you want to go pull a 750,000 transaction at one time and say, you know what? Hey, Caleb, make it happen. I see it happening now and make it happen. Boom! Your broker, not your exchange. There is a difference. Go check. There's a difference. You're a broker. Now you have a crypto broker. Your broker will cash out your move for $750K or whatever, as long as you call your bank ahead of time, of course, and let them know, hey, I got a big transaction coming in. Remember, we talked about that crypto stuff. Blah, 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 blah. You get it? I hope everybody's getting it. It's not financial advice. These are my opinions, and these are the things I've checked out for myself and done with my bank and blah, 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 blah. All right, so anyway, when I do that, it's like I'm talking too much, and I just got to move on. All right, don't forget about XRP Tracker. I will get to comments in 2 seconds, guys, because we're showing with XRP Tracker that yesterday, Tuesday, February 3rd, Bitwise yanked in 1.39 mil, 25 mil in capital inflow into their XRP spot ETF, simply called or aptly named XRP. Aptly named 1.39 mil shares locked up because it's a spot XRP ETF, and that means you've got to custody lock up those shares that you're putting out there. Grayscale to the folks that you're selling to the folks. Grayscale to the Edward Jones or whomever. So what's happening here, just so to be clear, is a Schwabi or whatever is saying, oh, now you can get into crypto. You can buy these spot XRP ETF, whatever, and you buy it. Yeah, you're paying the fee. Boom, boom, boom. And by the way, they're holding the keys, not you. And you move forward from there, and they've got to custody it. So that's how it works. Some people may or may not know. Then if all this money is coming in, how come the price is not going up? Now most of you know that they're buying off OTC over the counter and also dark pools and where they can, large whales, things like that. Ripple if they can. They're not doing it anymore. According to sources, they're not. Who the hell knows sources? I don't know. That's what they say, is they're not getting any more from Ripple. So yeah, and when they do that, though, guys, it doesn't move the price up or down. But anyway, Grayscale, 11.1 mil coming in capital inflow, 8.1 mil Franklin Templeton, XRPZ is theirs. GXRP is Grayscale's, by the way. Canary Capital, number 4, coming in XRPC, a 3.9 mil coming in capital inflow, 21 shares. Toxer, sounds toxic, 1.08 million shares. It sounds cool too, though. Rex Osprey, 756,000 coming in, and 52,000 XRP shares locked up. We had to cover it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let's get over to a very quick. Well, hang on. Let's play it for you. Hold on. Hold on.
If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you fucking could to sell it. I know, 100%. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
One day.
And a microsecond.
A microsecond. Oh, boy. Here, hang on. Check this one out. Well, you know about it already.
It's going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero.
Oh, anyway. I don't know. That's a stretch here from Mickey Grant. Says he's the co-founder, creator of Bitcoin. It was created as a way of making financial transactions that are untraceable for bad stuff. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, there's a lot of evidence now coming out in these emails that way back there was heavily pushed and heavily supported the growth of this thing called Bitcoin by you're getting the rest of the picture. That's what people are saying. I have no idea. I am not saying this. I do not know. I do not know. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, let me get over to comments. Oh, boy. Rough stuff. Jeez. Here's some more over on Reddit. You can see clearly. I don't even need to read anything. You can see. Yeah. He's not a pinstripe crackpot at all. He's actually a freaking genius. Somebody called, I think they're talking about Dan, a pinstripe crackpot. He's not. He just doesn't care what you think because you're not as smart as he is, or gifted, so he could care less. And it's not a mean thing. It's true. He's a genius, so he doesn't care. He's hilarious too. He's doing it purposely. He's him because he knows it's funny. He could be whoever he wants to be. Anyway, so let's be fun with the crypto market. You can be whoever you want to be. And you know what that is? Well, I can't say because I'm not a financial advisor. I was going to say exceedingly wealthy from crypto because of your crypto moves. Moon Man, good morning. Marchster, good morning. Guys, you tell me what you think about the show this morning. By the way, it can't exist without a fragile global infrastructure to keep it afloat. You can't just have something that's supposed to be a store of value and it's not solid and stable enough like that over a long period of time. Sorry about the tweak out, but it's tweaking me out that people can't see the truth on this. Bitcoin's going. Sorry about that. Let me put it down there. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, Bitcoin is going to go to about $5, but first it'll probably go to about $1 million. By the way, it's also not proven across multiple economic cycles, and it's also not stable enough. It doesn't stay correlated with cost of goods and services, which you need to if you're going to be a store of value. It is, of course, highly portable, which is fantastic, and it's highly divisible, which is great. It's not scarce, though. You got to be scarce. 21 million isn't making you scarce. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being ridiculous. That doesn't make you scarce. You've got to start disappearing in the world at least a little bit and be deflationary to actually be scarce in most economic definitions, for most economic definitions. If you can apply it to a store of value is a pretty powerful claim, and it's a pretty powerful, strong, powerful block we're going to rest everything on, and it ought to hit these criteria if it's going to serve as a solid store of value. Correct? Guys, say anything that wasn't true yet? I don't think so. Anyway, guys, I think here, let me get over to, sorry, guys. I'm missing a little bit here this morning. Welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Media. The host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Please don't go ahead and tap that like and subscribe button. And it's very important, if you don't mind, just throw me a little bone. Expend a tad bit of your caloric intake and go ahead and just toss me that little like button, if you don't mind. It's ever so useful and helpful. And by the way, if you share it, that's useful as well, because first of all, you're helping someone else. Second of all, you're helping the tanker. Get out there. Thank you for doing that. And by the way, good morning. Marchster says, love Dan Pena. Yeah, Dan Pena is pretty hilarious. Rero says, me too. Dan Pena is pretty hilarious. My guy here on the channel would tell me, dude, stop saying that and getting so excited. You're freaking me out. He'd be on the other side working the camera, and he's like, you sounded way too much like Dan Pena right there. That was freaky. Stop. I do a really good Dan Pena impersonation. I won't do it here. I can't do the swearing anyway. But boy, I can give you a Dan Pena impersonation and knock your freaking socks off. I tell you that right now. I kind of have to. Studio reminds that you have to kind of swear to do him, and you really do. Thank you for the reminder. Studio is just the best. You know, everybody should have Studio. I really think so. Everybody is wondering, hey, well, we want to meet Studio. And people are saying, we want to meet Studio. One day you will meet Studio, rest assured. Don't think I'm going to be building up Studio this whole time and then I'm not introduced you to Studio. Don't worry, one day. It will be one day. I can't say. It's going to be kind of like the crypto bull run. You know I was going to say that, didn't you? You're going to have to wait. And one day, it's just going to happen. You're going to meet Studio. Guys, would you tell me, please, what you think about Bitcoin? Because I don't hear a lot of people chiming in with me on this. I feel like I literally am going to get, 10 clicks on this video on YouTube because nobody wants to hear that Bitcoin is going to $5. Nobody wants to hear it because all it's ever been is all of the cryptos. Hey, Stella. All of the cryptos, all it's ever been is them being tied to the crypto market. I mean, to all the other cryptos. I'm sorry. I'm thinking my dog is cracking me up. All the other cryptos, right? Tethered to all the rest of them, right? So Bitcoin goes down, all the rest of them go down. And that's why you're all so freaked out, and I get it. Now, if Bitcoin is not the dominant force any longer, and it goes to effing zero, as Mr. Pena says, what happens to all the other cryptos? Will they go to freaking zero too? Pretty much, not really, right? So Bitcoin goes to $5 from $1 million. Let's say it cranks, all crypto cranks. Everything goes up, blah, 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 blah. And then Bitcoin goes to $5. Now, if that happens, all the others do too? I don't know. First of all, I don't know about that. Second of all, even if they did, the cream would then rise to the top. The utility run would be in full effect, although we may have a different type of utility run before that ever happens, and that may never happen, and we still get that other utility run. So who knows? I don't have a crystal ball. Grateful to see Bitcoin for getting the crypto ball, not crystal ball, crypto ball rolling beyond that shizzle. Monster is basically over the target there. Thank you for the comment, and well said. You blazed the trail. Thank you. Good job. Now go away. Thank you. Studio really is the best, and you are going to meet Studio as I've promised. Just you wait and see. Studio's laughing. Anyway, please be kind enough to expend just a tad bit of caloric expenditure and toss me a bone. Toss me a quick little like over there. And then a subscribe if you haven't. And make sure you're sharing me with your friends and family so they can see what the hell's going on with crypto. And let me share my screen right now so you can see the crypto market and see the truth of things. Watch, look at this crypto market. Here's what, okay. Do you know that you and me are called dumb money? We're dumb. We're dumb money, man. Oh, we're dumb. Yes, we are the retail investors with our small little bit of money that we play in either market, whether it's the reg market or the crypto market. Traditional market's a crypto market. I call it the reg market. It's the same. We're dumb. We're dumb money. Okay. Now, retail investors, of course, are the smart money. They are the folks that have millions and millions of dollars to swoop into markets, whether it's trad or crypto, and buy. And also, buy. All right. So that's what's done. And so quietly, institutional investors accumulate during these points when we're here. Everybody, please take a peek at the screen. See that huge pointer? It's pointing to that whole leg, but first you had to have a monster dip here, which is the crypto space. It's basically a monster cup and handle ready to break out. The longest handle I've ever seen in cup and handle history. Yes, I did that purposefully. You can thank me graciously. I was going to go again, but I just thought it might be a little too much. I hope everybody's laughing and having fun because this is the truth. Crypto's going to the moon, and people do not realize that it's going to the moon. And here's the deal. Just because it's at 2.57 trillion, people can't see this monstrous pattern that's set up for the entire crypto market when you zoom all the way the F out, yo. Anybody take those baseball caps and turn them back around frontwards? Take that label off. Take that little cap label off. I know you didn't buy that yesterday. I see the stain on that thing. underneath. All right, bend the bill just a little bit. All these fads people want to do. All right. I hope we're having fun. Yeah, totally. I'm not going to tell you what studio said. 74,853 for a Bitcoin. Cryptocurrency market cap coming in at 2.57 trillion. Fear and greed coming in at 14. Heavily into the fear. Bitcoin 74,905 now. Oh, now it's 74,882. Boy, do those monster whales whip that puppy around on you and the rest of the crypto space now, don't they? Ethereum coming in at 2,187. Bitcoin is a piece of garbage. It's going to $1 million and then it's going to $5. Just you wait and see. XRP is at $1.56. Sorry, Bitcoin maxis. I love you all. Bitcoin's at XRP's at $1.56. Dogecoin's at 10 cents. For all you Tron fans, 28 cents for a Tron. Solana's at $93. Cardano's at 29 cents, up just a tad from its earlier 28 cents. You could just move that decimal plot spot over one to the right. $2.91 coming up shortly, and then just move it over one more because $29 is coming up very shortly on Cardano. I'm not a financial advisor, never buy or sell anything. This is what I say to do. Crypto is very risky. Use your socks, your shorts, your pants, your glasses, everything in crypto. Never, never, never do that. You must consult your financial advisor before you make any financial moves. This is simply for informational, educational purposes only. Sometimes just tap in of entertainment. You know what I mean? All right, so Chainlink is below $10 now. Okay. Holy crap, how... All right, let me be as nice as I can. I like to be nice. You need to be nice on the channel. Chainlink's at $9.37. CoinMarketCap has it at $52 for an all-time high. I just laugh because if anybody doesn't think Chainlink is going back to its all-time high, which is basically a 5x, 4x from where it is now. You don't know anything really. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be mean. You might not know a lot about crypto. I don't want to be a mean person. Somebody check out the calculator exercise, which is simply a calculator exercise. Make sure I'm on the share screen. I am. Yikes. Guys, I'll get to your comments in just a moment. I see your comments in there. Hey, guys, anybody want to play a little calculator exercise knowing I'm not a financial advisor and this is never financial advice? That if somebody said, you know what? It does make sense. That 401k is not doing, you know what? I don't, you know what? I'm going to pay the penalty on this piece of my traditional investments, my long term. I'm going to pay the penalty, and never financial advice. Ever. I'm going to tell you a little story. This guy named, what was his name? I don't know. I don't know his name, but some guy said, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a good piece of my 401k holdings, pay the penalty. Not all of it, but just I'm going to take $25,000 of it, okay? This fictitious guy said one time in a story and grabbed Chainlink and said, I just did it. I don't know. I had a wild hair and I got 2,679 Chainlink. $26.79. And when it went back to its all-time high for that 25K, I was able to yank 139. So I was able to yank about 110K profit gains for dropping down 25K. Not too shabbily. The thing is Chainlink doesn't stop there, and I'm not a financial advisor because she's going to at least $200 to $300. At least. That's a no-brainer. Anybody who pays attention to crypto. Any Elmer Fudd out there who pays attention to crypto knows that Chainlink is going to at least $200 to $300. So $26.79 is really more like, if we're being realistic, it's more like we'll do it on $250 per Chainlink. It's really more like capturing 640 something thousand, whatever. because you got to back out your 25K. So, and you got to pay your exchange fee, of course. That not you, but the person in this story here, this fictitious little story, this calculator exercise, went ahead and did this and had to go ahead and pay their taxes too. Don't forget, but still came out smelling like a rose, somewhere about a 500K gain after that 25K move, after backing out the 25K, the exchange fees, and the taxes for whatever federal and whatever state you live in, whatever those are, paying your taxes. You're still coming out after dropping the 25K, total gain of about 500K. That's, anybody paying attention? That's not going to happen. Really? Chain link's not going to $200 or $300? Really? Interesting. You must not have a crystal ball. I do. Not a financial advisor, never buy or sell anything. This is what I say or do. Cryptos are risky. You can lose your socks, your shorts, your pants, your glasses, everything. Some informational, educational purposes only. And sometimes some entertainment. I don't know what I'm doing. Never buy or sell. I think is what I say or do. You got to talk to your financial advisor before you do that, because you can lose everything in crypto. It's very risky, and you can't make any financial decisions until you talk to your financial advisor. There's the disclaimer, full and large. Anyway, somebody decided on Hedera and said, wow, they have a strong governing council. Holy crap. I'll get to comments, by the way, after this last little joke. It's a joke. It's a calculator exercise joke. And somebody said, you know, on that Hedera, I hear it's going places. Don't worry, it is. Hedera is going to at least $200 to $300 to $500. Okay, I'm going to put it at $250 for a Hedera. So 25K. Somebody said, you know what? This 401K, I don't care. I'm paying the fee. I don't care. I'm paying the penalty on it. It's going to be worth it. I'm still going to take 25K, and I'm going to go ahead and get Hedera at 9 cents. You know what I mean? Let's be a little more exacting with this puppy and say that I'm going to go ahead and grab 272,628 units of Hedera. For craps and gigs, we'll do 272.5. So 272.5. Please silence. Thank you, studio. Please silence, studio. That's so loud. Thank you, studio. Thank you, Jeannie. 272,005. Okay, so let's do that times, I don't know. Let's call it $250. Anybody who's not paying attention just isn't paying attention. I don't know what to tell you. Because if anybody doesn't think Hedera is going to about $250 in the future, I don't know what you're looking at. I'm sorry. I don't want to be rough with people at all. I don't want to be rude. But it really is that. That 25K really did just boil down to 68 million. I could pull another one if you'd like me to. And they're very likely to take place. Anybody who's not seeing that, I don't know what to tell you. Good morning, Theo. The calculator games are so... I love calculator games, Theo. This is very necessary. Man of Faith, welcome in to the channel. Everybody, guys, here's the deal. Calculator exercises show the truth and are the extra step in my rarely considered opinion, are the extra step that we like to take when we want to see what the truth is about what we've kind of been swimming around in our mind. Does that make sense? Calculators calculate. They tell the true calculation, right? Yeah, Bitcoin's not good, I don't think. Welcome to the channel, by the way, Man of Faith. Man of Faith. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't want to assume anything. Let me share this screen with this calculator here. We don't want to assume, but we don't think Bitcoin, in our opinion, Bitcoin is not really. When we know about cryptocurrency, if I can be as kind as I can and sound, keep it humble kind of thing. You know, I know a little bit about crypto, and I've been studying this stuff for a while, and I know about Bitcoin, and I have some Bitcoin, and I have some Ethereum and the others. And if somebody follows my videos, you'll see why we primarily are about these. Never buy or sell anything that we say or do on the channel. That would be foolhardy. We're not financial advisors. Don't ever buy or sell anything because of what we say or do, particularly not these three that are flashing up on the screen. And whatever you do, never play this video back in 3 years. Whatever you do, don't ever do that. Thank you. Anyway, to get back to this calculator exercise, if we watch Hedera And, well, we already did it here. If we watch one like, let's get back to Courtney Market Cap. Let's grab one such as, well, see, here's, you also got, let me grab XDC. Where are you? You're way down here, and here's ICP. Okay, so to look at ICP's at $2.66. I did that on purposely. It has an all-time high of $750. Back here, even we were in the $75 range or so in 2021 at the last bull run. So even if now, is ICP going anywhere? I don't know. What if ICP goes nowhere? See, that's the problem with these things. What if she goes nowhere this next run? You know what I mean? That's my opinion. That's what I say about these things, about these projects. What if they don't go anywhere? Flair's going to go somewhere. She's at 9 cents. Flair, I'm telling you, is going at least $5. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. Never buy or sell anything is what I say or do. I believe Flair is going to at least $5. That is my opinion. All-time high of 7 cents. And let's put Flair at, let's go to 60 cents on Flair, because people will say I'm wacky with $5. We'll go to a 30-cent Flair, a 30-cent Flair. Calculator exercise, a 30-cent Flair. At today's prices, of course, a steal. Providing an individual, of course, 2.5 mil units of Flair. Let's call it, for argument's sake, we'll say 2.5 mil of Flair. Okay. When Flair goes to, let's say, 30 cents, it's $750,000. I'm sorry, $725,000, because you got to back out then you got to back out exchange fees, and it's like 710. Then you got to back out taxes, and it's like five. Okay, so you got like 500,000 for playing with 25 total gain. Total gain. That's what that person did in that calculator exercise there. That's all that was. That's not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Everybody paying attention? Anybody paying attention? And by the way, some folks only just got in.
You knew who was really behind Bitcoin. You would run as fast as you fucking could to sell it. I know. 100%. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
One day.
And a microsecond. If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you fucking could to sell it. I know. 100%. And when the real founder of Bitcoin comes out, it is my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, Bitcoin will go to fucking zero.
One day.
And a microsecond. If you knew who was really behind Bitcoin, you would run as fast as you
All right, guys. We're going to end this show for today. Guys, I hope you're having fun out there. Crypto info, blockchain made easy. Wisizatenka. I hope we hooked you, Mrs. Loopy. The calculator exercise is powerful. Guys, I hope you have a lovely, lovely Wednesday. It is now 7:45 Colorado time, early for me. I don't know where you are in the world, all of you, but I thank you so much for joining us this morning. Mrs. Loopy, Theo, Marnster, of course, Riro. Who else was in here this morning? Moonman, Art Caffeine. What's up, brother? I didn't see you this morning. Welcome, Art. Art's in here, everybody. Thank you to my faithful folks who come in here and join us. I love you all of you. Art, Marnster, I love you all. Riro, thank you. Moving Forward Ministries, we love you. Thank you for joining us. Crypto Midwest, good morning. Welcome, welcome. Lodge, thank you, everybody, for joining us. Please have the best day ever. Keep a huge smile on that face, and we'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Colorado time. Enjoy it. I love you all. Don't forget, Bitcoin's going to frickin' $5 after it goes to probably $1 million.